ally edge. So what I'm doing today is I'm building a panel, and I'm going to show you how to do a raised, to do a flange on a raised panel. And then I'll show you how to raise the panel also, or to form the panel. And what I got right here is, this is the panel that I'm making. You can see it's got like this radius right here, and then it's kind of a pain in the neck when you have a radius like this, and then you also, on a round panel, you want to run a flange on that all the way around. So what I did is I took some tape, laid it on top of the panel, and I pretty much copied it. If you don't have the panel, you can make a buck, or you can just freehand it and whatever, and it's kind of a pain in the neck, but once you get the knack, doing it a couple of times, you'll figure it out. It's actually pretty easy. But what I did is I took some tape, and this is just 2-inch 3M brand painter's tape. Laid it all on there, and it doesn't have to be on the whole panel. You lay the tape on here, and then you draw where you want your flange, your bends, or whatever, and then you peel it off and you put it on a piece of sheet metal. And then I'll show you what I do from there. Don't mind the shaky camera. So after that, what I'm going to do is I cut out the shape that I need when the tape is laying on here. And like I said, I took the tape off this piece carefully and put it on here flat. And then I just drew on there. While the tape was on this panel here, I drew the lines where the flange is going to be. So now that it's on flat sheet metal, I have this done here. I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off and throw it away. And then I'm going to take some Dykem red dye. This is layout fluid, and I'm going to spray it on here. This is what I'm using. You don't need a lot. And then I dry it. This just kind of speeds up the process. And what I'm going to do now, let's see, I got to go this way. And I'm going to measure how big I want my flange. I'm going to run it a little bit over. Tighten your calipers. Now I have the line here. That way I know that's where the flange needs to be. And I'll go ahead and take you guys over to the beater bag. So the next step, I'm over at the beater bag, and what I did is I put up on my panel, and I transferred with a Sharpie the size of the flange on the back. And I'll show you why I did that. I want to be hammering into this panel like this. So I know that when it's on the beater bag, I want this to be up because I want the hammer marks to go down, which in turn, when you flip this upside down, I wrote raise. It's going to raise this panel this way. And I just did that for you guys to show you what I was doing. So I'll go ahead and hammer this. It's going to be kind of loud. I'm going to hammer this, and then I might use the beater bag or the shrinking stump. I'm not sure yet, whatever works the best. And if I use the shrinking stump, I'll do the same thing. I'll get my camera set up over there. But I'm going to go ahead and beat this down right now and get it raise up this panel that I'm building. First thing you want to do when you take your beater bag is kind of give it a little flip like this. And try to wear earplugs when you do this. which I'm not, but this is gonna be pretty quick. So, and you don't want to be beating on the flange. So what I want to do is I want to try to walk it right along that edge. And you can see the panel already starting to take shape right there. It doesn't take much. And right here it's overbent. I'm gonna bend it back a little bit. And what I did is I used the big part of the hammer, and then when I start getting like high spots in the metal, I use the smaller part and knock those down. And real quick, it's already shaped that panel. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer you guys over to the stump real quick, and I'll show you why I use that. So now what you can do is use this stump and use the flat spot. Usually this, you know, these are for shaping right here, doing the same thing I'm doing on the beater bag. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock some of these high spots down on this flat spot right here. I need to grab my other hammer real quick. Just bear with me for a second. And where is it at? So when you're doing this, you want to use a poly hammer on the beater bag, and it's better to use a shaping hammer on the stump. You just get a better result. And you can see how fast that's shaping this out, and it's starting to smooth it out, and it'll knock down all those high spots. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this set up so I can do this on the planishing hammer and finish it out. And I'll get the camera set up over there, get the planishing hammer set up, and then I'll film some more. So what I'm using, this is a planishing hammer, and this is just a cheap Harbor Freight planishing hammer, but I've had it for a while now, and it's never failed me. The things work great, and I highly recommend it. I mean, you know, for a shop, you know, that doesn't want to spend a bunch of money on a planishing hammer, this is a good way to go. It does have a plug here where you can fill it with sand to keep the noise and everything down. It's going to be loud as hell. I'm sorry about that, but we'll go ahead and get started. And right now, the die that I have in there is like a half round. And this is not a flat one. You can see the crown that it has on it right here. And what I do is I usually end up making some of my dies, if I want them in different shapes or whatever, I just make one on the lathe. That's what I did with this one, because I was out at the other shop and I needed one, so I just made this on the lathe. It works real good, and I've ran it for years, and it's hardened, so it's, you know, it's done really good. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up in there. All you do is drop it in, lift this up, put the pin through here. This is your lock up, and lock, you know, this will release right here. And this panel, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all these hammer marks out of here now. And like I said, it's gonna be loud as hell. Sorry about that. go ahead and, oh, I got this going, so we're good. And then what you want to do is you want to take your sheet metal, stick it in there, and lock it by pulling this lever over. And you have a foot control down here on the ground. And like I said, it's going to be loud, so hold your ears. And wear safety glasses. And so what I did is I ran this only on half the side, so you can see how smooth it is here and how rough it is here. I'm gonna flip it in here, flip it around so you can see the difference. You see how rough it is here, and then the side that I smoothed is just like glass, super smooth. And that's how you get a real clean panel built. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and shut the camera off now so you don't have to listen to the noise. I'll get this all smoothed out, and then I'll take you over to the tipping wheel and show you how to tip the edge up on this. So in just a couple minutes, you can see how smooth it ran this panel out. And this is really close to the radius on that other panel. Now all I need to do is just tip up this flange here, because this flanges to another part on the car, gets holes drilled in it, and then this is gonna be spot welds through the holes. So it'll look like factory when it's done. And I'll go ahead and show you how to tip this on the English wheel, or on the, well, it's on my English wheel, but it's on a bead roller. So this here, I made this whole setup, and this is just a tipping wheel is all it is. I made this a while back. You can check out my other videos. I'll try to link this so that you can watch that video also. Let me get up close here. Sorry about the crappy camera work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this right through here, and it's gonna tip this edge up so it's nice and smooth. And all I'm doing right now is I pushed it through so I can get it set up where I'm happy with it. Tightening the wheel. And then I'm going to just turn the arm on the bead roller and run it down this line. Keep it on there as close as I can. And you can see right on that back side, it's already raising that flange there. Go ahead and do it again. Tighten it a little bit more. And once you get used to your bead roller, you can go pretty fast on these. It's a lot easier with two people. Go ahead and run it through here one more time. Tighten it up a little bit more. And you can see it's really starting to do a nice job now. And then what I'll do is I'll set up the camera and I'll show you how I use a hammer and dolly now to raise that flange up to where I need it. All right, let's try that again. Just cut my finger pretty good, so I had to bandage my finger up. So anyways, this is a post dolly. And what I'm gonna do is, well, I took a post dolly a while back. You can watch one of my other videos where I did this. And I took an old hand dolly and made it into a post dolly by welding a piece of 3/16 inch or 1/4 inch flat stock on the bottom of it. And then I'm gonna bolt that, or tighten that into the vise. And then what I'll do is I'll lower this down so you can see better. And then you're gonna use this dolly so you can run this edge right around right here. And you wanna run your hammer nice and flat, and you don't wanna push real hard, but you wanna make sure that you're bumped up against this edge of this flange. And I'm gonna just walk it so that it brings this flange down. And just like that, it brings it up so that this is at a 90 to this panel now. And I still have some work to do on it, but you can see that, you know, this is gonna be really close right now. So I need to work this in the English wheel a little bit to get this crowned a little bit better, but I'll do that and get it set up, but it's getting there. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you guys, you know, supporting my channel and whatever, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. I'm gonna try to do some more tech tip videos and stuff like that, and do some metal forming videos and whatever. And when we do this SEMA car, we're gonna try to do like just tons of videos so we can show metal working and, you know, how we make fenders and doors and hoods and whatever, and different techniques and styles and whatever. So you guys be patient and hang out and have fun and watch the channel. And like I said, you know, give me a thumbs up if you like the stuff that you see. If you have any comments on stuff that you would like to see on our video or on our channel, just put it down below. Hey, I'd like to see, you know, you build a fender or build a door or something like that. And if it's something where it's, you know, I'll be doing in the future on this car that we're going to be building, you know, I'll try to go ahead and do that. And if there's any tool videos that you want to see, I don't mind doing tech tips and stuff like that, so I'll try to do that also. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot.